Peace and wholeness, family. Much love to everybody here. Thank you guys for coming out. Usually I don't go live, but I said, hey, why not? It's Friday. Might as well. Shout out to those who are in the chat, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate the love. But we're going to dive right into this one. Don't know how long I'll be up here for, but let's talk about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Because as we can see, we have all these big name companies and all these big name CEOs just getting richer and richer and richer as more than 10 million people in the United States are still unemployed. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Thanks for coming, hon. Appreciate it. Much love. D. Allen, what's up, my brother? Much love, family. So, yeah, we still have millions and millions out of work, but yet the rich are getting richer as the poor is getting poorer. The middle class is being decimated as we speak. 80% of mom and pop businesses will be closed by the end of this year. 80% will be closed. Right? So, with that being said, Walmart, just like Target, Amazon, and all the other big corporate banking businesses, are boosting their pay for 165,000 hourly associates nationwide. And they say the increase will hit this October. By this October, they'll be having that increase when we still have millions of people out of work. People cannot open up their businesses because of the so-called COVID-19. People cannot go to work because hours have been downsized or completely taken away due to limiting the capacity of the job, where you can't have more than a certain amount of employees working. But yet the big corporate banking businesses are getting raises. That should raise some awareness to a lot of people. We still have many millions still filing for unemployment, but yet the corporate banking businesses can provide raises when we're so-called shortage of money, when people are fighting on long bread lines to get food. And the ugly truth about that is millions of Americans aren't going to get their jobs back. Yet, Amazon, again, Walmart, Target, all these places are still hiring who provide the same services as the mom and pop places, but the mom and pop places can't open. Is that fair? I don't think that's fair. Kirk, my brother, peace, family, peace, peace. Much love. Let me drop the link up here. Here's a link if you guys want to come up. Let me know. But yeah, so the American economy's unprecedented jobs rebound mask a difficult truth. For millions of people, the jobs they lost are never coming back. It's clear that the pandemic is doing some fundamental damage to the job market, said Mark Zandi, chief economist for Moody's Analytics. A lot of the jobs lost aren't coming back anytime soon. The idea that the economy is going to snap back to where it was before the pandemic is clearly not going to happen. Think about what I just said about 80% of mom and pop jobs not opening up. People's life savings are down the drain. 401ks gone because of a scamdemic. Let's see if anybody's coming up. So yeah, from a scamdemic, millions have lost their jobs, losing their property, losing their homes. 37 million people are still filing for unemployment. Now, excuse you, 37 million people don't know where their next plate of food is coming. That's 1 in 8 Americans. You have 13 million plus people still filing for unemployment. Yet it was said that 42% of job increases have come back. How? Government jobs. That's all. The people they put out for the census, your contact tracers. I'm sure they've been hiring more cops, more military, more law enforcement. That's where your jobs are going. Not to the people that need it, not to the people who are working full time, now have forced to work part time, maybe only 20 hours a week. Was that a $250 paycheck? What can you do with that? People's rent are $1,500. Now, this was back in May, I believe. Yes, in May, we had 40 million people lost their job in May. Wow, 40 million people, no job, depending on the government. And that's what the government wanted, for you to depend on them. Now, the stock market will become disconnected from the economy in 2021 as companies expand layoffs, money manager says. Are you guys getting that, people? The stock market will become disconnected from the economy. What's one thing that fuels this economy? Isn't it stocks? What happens if they disconnect? Anybody got an answer? If they disconnect? Hey, Nikaylee. Hey, Kelly. How we doing, family in the chat? Thank you guys for coming. Much appreciated. But yeah, what happens? Is that the next stock market crash? Is that the predictive programming right there for us? Basically, them telling us the stock market will crash in 2021 because of what this scamdemic has done. U.S. billionaires' fortunes have skyrocketed 845 billion since March. Can you believe that? These are the richest men in the world. And what are they doing? Pushing what? Aren't they pushing a vaccine? Aren't they putting all their money into vaccines? Look at that. Do you see how much he supposedly makes? Bezos makes, oh my God, that's insane. Supposedly, for 2 decades, he's been making $81,840, Jeff Bezos. But he's the richest man in the world. Think about that. Got mansions, got all this money, but that's all he makes a year. That's insane. So Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and the rest of America's billionaires saw their fortunes skyrocket over the past 6 months during the coronavirus pandemic, while millions of Americans are now earning less than they were before the crisis began, according to a new study. So all these billionaires who have their money or their hands in the pockets of the vaccine companies, whose vaccine company stocks have skyrocketed. So who does that money go back to? the Bezos, the Gates, the Zuckerbergs. That's how the money scheming goes. One hand washes the other. They take from us to give to each other. While these guys are cashing into the bank, what are we doing? Waiting for another stimulus? Another $1,200? What's that going to do? When combined, their wealth can bring us back out of this. But no, they're using their quote unquote wealth to push the vaccine. And that vaccine is coming. And it will be here very soon. As soon as you can say April Fools, Trump says all Americans will have coronavirus vaccine by April, at odds with CDC timeline. So if Trump is still president by April, like he said, he's bringing the military to bring in the vaccines. He will bring in the military to use force, crack down force to give us the vaccine. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready for the military to come down knocking on your door? I'm not. I don't want that. Let's see what this says. President Donald Trump said Friday that every American will have access to a coronavirus vaccine. Access, right? Or everybody will have. The title says will have vaccine by April, the latest in a series of ever more optimistic predictions about a vaccination program that has yet to secure FDA approval. Now we know China and Russia, they've already quote unquote approved and registered their vaccine, even though they haven't gone through but completed phase 3 trials. But yet they've already started administering to their population the vaccine. Now, we don't know what's going to happen to that, but what if their quote unquote vaccine, quote unquote, works? Now they have gone above us in the science and medical field. And who are we battling against? Who are we nudging heads with, quote unquote? China and Russia. But now if they lead the scientific scene, what will happen to us? I don't know if you guys noticed, but what I see of America is quote unquote turning into a third world country as we see the other countries rise above us. And we have to wake up to that. Wake up to this quick, family. Because if we don't stand together and make that change and put the information out there and have these conversations with people, we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to get trampled. The few do not outweigh the many. So yeah, family. K. Smith, my brother, flat motherfucking power. Peace and much love, family. Will be. Salute, family. Much love. Definitely much love. Yeah, definitely. That stimulus was definitely a whole joke. A whole joke. It didn't do anything. But you got other countries where they're giving their stimulus to people $4,000, $5,000. And what are we getting? 1,200? Nah, that's ridiculous. Exactly. Like Kelly said, it's ridiculous. So yeah, family, wasn't gonna be on live for too long. Instead of just recording the video, I said might as well go live real quick since I usually don't do lives. But I want to thank you guys for coming. Much appreciated. Much love. And as always, peace and wholeness. Be safe, guys. And catch you on the flip side.